Hello again, Marty T. Hawkins with Warehouse and Operations as a Career. I was asked again this week if becoming or accepting a promotion to supervisor was or would be a good move. It seems that we're asked that pretty regularly, so I thought we'd talk about supervision for a few minutes today. My answer to those questions are always yes. I'm probably wrong to say that, but seriously, if that's a part of our plan and goals, then we need to accept the position and enter into our new role with an open mind and be willing to accept some corrective criticism and all the experiences of others. You'll need to understand that, yes, we presently understand the job and the task that we've been doing, probably can perform it better than our previous boss, but our new job may have very little to do with that task, and we're going to be exposed to responsibilities and concerns we've never even imagined before. Now, management isn't going to be for everyone, just due to our lifestyles and our family responsibilities, or maybe even our present friendships with our peers. I always suggest that we speak with our spouses and family before we accept a role in management. Their lives will be affected in some way as well. Maybe in small ways, but I assure you they're going to feel that things have changed. My personal experiences are in operations, warehousing, and transportation, both distribution and the production environments. I'm not just talking about really odd hours or the many emails and phone calls that we may experience in our new position either. We're going to be introduced to the logistics, planning, and the reasons that things are done the way that they are. And we'll now be responsible for those outcomes, be it expenses, productivity, profit and loss, the safety of others, and the growth of our company and our own employees. It sounds a bit overwhelming when I say it like that, but honestly, things are going to change, and they're going to be changing for the good. If you're a longtime WAOC listener, you already know that we're all about advancement in our long-term careers, right? The frontline management positions like leads and supervisors are those first steps, and they are, or I feel that they are, the proper steps to advancing our careers. I hear from so many that are considering taking those steps with questions like, can you believe there's a pay cut to get a promotion? Or something like, I've been offered a promotion, but they can't tell me exactly what the hours will be. Or something like, they expect me to basically be on call all the time. If you feel this way, I'd ask that you step back for a minute and really kind of think things through. Think about what you're wanting down the road. I think it's important to remember all those things are just what we're used to. They've been a part of our working lives since we started working, and that's how we've learned to think. Remember earlier I spoke about entering our new role with an open mind? Rather think of it as what it is. We're accepting a new job. Literally a new job. Oh, it's with the same company and on the same floor, the same environment that we go to every day, and we're going to be around all the same people that we're used to seeing, but our job is different. And it comes with a new pay program, new tasks, and all new responsibilities. It's really as simple as that. We're changing jobs, ladies and gentlemen. We're very fortunate, though. It's not like we have lost our old position and having to seek employment, though. So we can keep doing what we're doing and being very successful at it. Or we can change jobs and look at it as what it really is, advancement and opportunity in a new field. We'll be using experiences that we've learned and applying them to our new careers. Of course, pay is something we need to consider. That's how we pay our bills and take care of our families. A salaried position is something we can't break down into an hourly pay rate. Don't ever try to do that. I can almost assure you that your W-2 at the end of the year will reflect our promotion and all those additional earnings. Along with our salaried position may come some paid days off, for example, maybe some kind of incentives or bonus programs, or, a host of other small perks and compensation. We've already learned that we must enjoy our work. I use the word passion a whole lot. Maybe passion is the wrong word, but we do have to be enthusiastic about our jobs to be successful. When we enjoy what we're doing, those phone calls or additional odd hours won't bother us at all. These kinds of things will affect our families, though. Being out to eat with them and the cell phone goes off, or with us needing to check our emails every couple of hours. Quite possibly, none of these things will typically be required by our companies, but you'll want to stay in the loop, at least to some degree, so we'll do it on our own. After all, this move is just one part of our plan, kind of a stepping stone to our next goal. I'm really excited to be instructing a class next week on these very subjects. It'll be geared towards unloading supervisors and what some of their duties or responsibilities are and how they can prepare themselves for these new positions. A few of the more general thoughts will be on things like scheduling manpower. In our new positions as supervisors, it'll be our responsibility to schedule enough employees to unload the freight, trailers, containers, or loads each day. We'll want to have all of our employees' names and phone numbers on a roster sheet and be sure that we keep that sheet with us all the time. We'll need that not only for our corporate office's use, but possibly for regulatory reasons too. As an example, we'll need it for our evacuation plan or head count sheet if we ever have to go to our staging areas for fire, emergency planning, or weather concerns, or even just drills. Speaking of regulatory, we'll need to have and communicate that evacuation plan to all of our associates. Any equipment certifications, we'll need those too. They'll need to be filed away and easy to reach in case of inspections or audits. Reporting, that's an important one too, and this is really a tough one for us, especially for young soups. We're learning how to do our jobs, learning how to manage cases and the doors, the dock flow, and managing people. It's all too easy to just think our reporting is a waste of time. I mean, it's just pieces of paper with numbers. Is anyone really even looking at it anyway? I can assure you, yes, they are. Reporting can be regulated by some agency, our companies, accountants, our vendors, and customers even. Besides, our management and bosses have asked us to record it. It'll probably give us some information that we can use and quite possibly should be using. I mean, if it's important to someone, maybe we can learn something from it. It'll help us advance personally even. And then there's safety. This is a big one. We should always take our startup shift meetings very seriously. Not only for cost and loss reasons, but to protect our associates. We're responsible for their livelihoods now. Should we see someone acting in an unsafe manner, even if it's an old friend of ours, we have to intervene and put a stop to it. If a piece of equipment is not functioning properly, we need to lock it out. Even if it's going to hurt our productivity, and who knows, maybe it'd be okay to use it for the rest of the shift, but it's our responsibility not to take the risk. We just need to go ahead and lock it out and figure out a plan B. Don't risk an accident to your employees. I think it's real important that we develop or enforce our company's near-miss program. If there's not one, kind of learn about it and incorporate one of our own. We have to take it upon ourselves to build a strong safety culture within our shift. I'm a big advocate of a safety committee too. It'll help your employees understand that they play a integral part in the reporting and decision-making process when it comes to safety in the workplace. Timekeeping, this is one of my personal favorites. It's all so important. It's important to record it properly and notate any and all adjustments with your employee. It's the law, and honestly, it's only right. Be an employee advocate when it comes to a person's pay. Make sure they understand their pay program, and it's our responsibility to ensure that they receive every penny that they've earned. Accident investigation, that's another good one. Learn and follow your company's procedures and processes. It's going to take some time. You'll need to stop what you're doing if something happens and properly fill out any supervisor sheets. Make sure to get the employee statement and any witness statements too. We need to take pictures, draw diagrams even if needed. Give as much information as you can to help our health providers, your company officials, and your employee. Know the phone number and address of your emergency care provider and keep it with you all the time. I could go on for hours about the duties and responsibilities that we'll be learning once we take that next step towards our goal of retirement, but I'll just say that yes, take that next step when the opportunity knocks. We're in this for the game of life, and that's a long haul. If you're enjoying your job in operations now and like challenges and want more, seize every opportunity that you're presented with. And it'd be great if you shared your success stories or even concerns with us here at WAOC. Just send us an email to host@warehouseandoperationsasacareer.com. We'd love hearing about your story. I have one more quick answer to a question from last week. A longtime listener asked about our recording studio and asked why our voices change sometimes. Well, first off, we don't have a studio of any kind, really. We typically record each episode at home, but we're on the road quite a bit too. We've had to record from hotel rooms, hotel lobbies. We've even recorded from a couple of convention floors. Now, I do try and make each show as easy to listen to as possible. We do as much with the background as we can, but remember, we're all just a bunch of ops guys sharing our experiences. We're not sound engineers or radio people. It's possible that you could even occasionally hear rain or garbage trucks or lawnmowers in the background or even large crowds from festivals or conventions. We really try to give you the information that'll help you with your transportation and warehousing careers. As long as you're enjoying the programs and we keep growing as a group, we'll keep trying to share that information. Oh yeah, and I want to emphasize too that all of our guests volunteer their time, and we don't accept any advertisements or affiliate links from vendors either. We want to say what we think and feel about things and not what they'd request that we talk about. Well, all that being said, I hope you enjoyed today's show, and I want to wish you a safe, productive, and prosperous week ahead.